Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Today folks, I'm double fisting it. I'm going to run the chartreuse Flexi-Jig and a black Flexi-Jig. The chartreuse I've got rigged with the blue Skoolie Minnow, and the black one I got rigged with the smokey silver. So I'm actually in 9 feet of water right now, and what I'm looking for today folks is that shallow water walleye bite. Okay, which one do I open up with? Let's go with black. I'm going to open up with black. All right, and this is a 3/4 ounce folks. That's a 3/4 ounce Flexi jig right there, and as you know, the jig flexes down on the hook set, which is great. Gives me a little bit of an advantage for sure with a great hook set. So I went with 3/4 ounce, even though I'm fishing shallow water here, 10 feet, because I'm fishing a river system. It's the Niagara River and it's relatively strong current, so you always want to make sure your jig is heavy enough to maintain bottom contact, whatever that might be. I know in the Detroit River I like to run, for example, I like to run a 1 ounce a lot of times, depending on the current there too. But for today folks, it'll be the 3/4 ounce. And once it hits bottom, you can just start jigging it back. I am anchored, okay, I am anchored today, and I'm gonna work my way along the shoreline and see if I can find some of those shallow walleye feeding in here on some bait fish. That's kind of the key. And the Skoolie Minnow, well, it represents a bait fish, so so that's what I'm hoping to do. I've got a nice one-piece fishing rod here, 7.5 feet long, and it's a medium power rod, which will be great for the hook sets. So all I need now are for the fish to cooperate. I'm looking for walleye folks, so stay tuned. Hoping to have myself a good day out here. Right on the fall folks, right on the fall. He nailed it. Oh. Now, I'll tell you what we did. I said we were anchored. We lifted anchor and we just moved down about, I'm going to say 10-20 yards. And now we're sitting in 10-11 feet. It's hovering between 10 and 11 here at the back of the boat. And he nailed it. Just absolutely nailed it, folks. Now I'm hoping it's a nice walleye. We shall see. He's fighting like a walleye. I was a little concerned with this bright sun coming out, but with this black bait, but it does give a silhouette down there. So, oh yeah, now you got to be careful. Oh, it's a beautiful walleye, folks. And this is where most of them are lost, right here at the boat. Most are lost right at the boat because they give those head shakes. The advantage is he's in the boat. He's in the net. That's the advantage. See that, folks? Those head shakes he kept giving. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Spitting the hook. Ah! Okay, let's get him out. What a beautiful walleye, folks. Okay, that right there is definitely worth a photo right there, folks. I gotta grab a nice photo for Facebook and Instagram, and we're gonna release this fish. What a great photo op that was, folks, and what a beautiful, beautiful fish. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous walleye. I love that white tip, folks. That white tip on the tail looks great in the water to me, but that's a gorgeous, gorgeous walleye. We are gonna let him go, and away he goes. And I wanna show you the screen here. You can see we're just sitting in 11-ish feet of water, 10 to 11, 10.9, 11 feet. So we're not fishing deep at all. We're fishing very, very shallow. And like I say, whoops, that was interesting. Oh, okay. My line, too excited to get my line back out there again, folks, is wrapped around my eye here. Okay. And now we got a line twist. And there we go. I just too excited because I want to get my line right back out there again. There was a reason, folks. I was so excited to get back out there again. Because where there's one, there's more. What a nice hit, folks. Shallow water bite, folks. You gotta love it. Shallow water bite. Now, the thing when you're fishing shallow water, you do have to fish with more finesse. You have to be a little quieter. Make sure your casts hit the water nice and easy. You don't want to spook anything in the shallower water. And with this 3/4 ounce Flexi-Jig and that nice Skoolie bait on the back, I just let it touch when it hits in and let it sink down nicely. And these fish are hitting it on the drop, folks. They'll always hit on the fall. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this one landed with any luck. Had some luck on the last one, right? Like I say, oh, that's a nice walleye. Folks, look at this fish. Look at this fish. All right, that is a dandy walleye. That is a really, really nice walleye. Yes, and a really, really nice hook set. Let's see this fish. Look at that fish, folks. That is a beautiful, beautiful walleye right there. And a real nice hook set. That Flexi-Jig right in there, right up the snout. You gotta love that. Okay, you know what, folks? We are releasing fish today, so we're gonna release this fish again, even though that's a beautiful, absolute beautiful eater. That's okay. We release him for another day. And let's check our line here. Am I twisted up anywhere? Oh, a little bit along the top there. There we go. All right. Now where am I tangled? Folks, I'm tangled. I'm too excited. Too excited. My line is all wrapped around. Oh man, I tell you, when you want to get out there, that's what happens, right? I don't know how I got that line twist, but I did. Okay, no worse for wear. So here's the thing, folks. When you're working shallow water, the other thing to keep in mind, fish with confidence. If the bait fish are around in that shallower water, especially, I'm not fishing in the morning right now, but especially in the morning, that morning shallow water bite is prime. Okay, so again, I'm just working these Flexi-Jigs off the bottom. Jig, let it fall, jig it back, let it fall. That's the technique. Take my time nice and easy, work this shallow water, and having a great day. Folks, shallow water walleye. Give it a try someday, and I hope wherever you are, you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing.